Hi guys, this is Stever here, and in this video I want to talk about what I believe is the most efficient way of farming Malignant Hearts, including a crazy new strategy for Season 5. Now, everyone knows that Malignant Hearts are required to summon Varshan, and he is a pretty popular boss since he drops Tarash's ring for Season 5's best build, the Lightning Spear Sorcerer. Therefore, demand is, and will be, very high for Malignant Hearts this season. So how can you farm them? The original, let's say traditional way of farming Malignant Hearts and any other Varshan body part has been and is Whisper Caches. I will explain them in a second part of the video, but I want to start with what's new in terms of Malignant Heart farm in Season 5. There is a new 400 IQ strategy that involves grotesque debtors. As you might already know, anytime someone completes a Whisper objective, there is a chance that a mob, called the grotesque debtor, will appear. The mob will always drop at least one body part, so it may randomly spawn anytime you complete a Whisper objective. The trick is that the debtor does not only spawn for you, but also for everyone in the area. This means that if you can find places where a lot of players complete their Whisper objectives at once, you can get a free debtor and free body parts as well. The typical example for that, which was already known and used, is word bosses. The Whisper that awards 5 green favors isn't the only reason I recommend doing word bosses. Since so many people complete their Whisper objectives at the same time, there is a high chance you will see someone's debtor after a word boss kill, and you'll be able to loot the body part. But word bosses are fairly rare, and you can't consistently farm them. What if I told you there is a Whisper that many people do at the same time, and it appears consistently every hour? That's right, the Blood Maiden Whisper in Helltide. So what you should do is go to the Helltide immediately after it appears, so on the top of the hour, summon the Blood Maiden using Baleful Hearts, kill her with the surrounding players, and look for grotesque debtors. And that's not everything. When you are finished with your Blood Maiden, you can teleport to town, wait a few seconds, and then teleport back. This way, you can get into another instance of the Helltide, and if you kill the Blood Maiden again, these new players are just going to complete their Whisper, so you once again have a high chance of spawning a debtor. I'm not saying that this will happen every time, I'm talking to you commenters, but there is a good chance for it, as you can see in the video. In my opinion, this adds flavor to the otherwise extremely boring original Malignant Heart farm. Speaking of, to make the video complete, let me explain that too. Whisper caches always contain at least one body part, so the backbone of your farm will consist of completing Whispers as fast as possible. Go for the outdoor Whispers and don't do dungeon Whispers because they take way too long. Your priority should be number 1, word boss Whispers, whenever you have them. Number 2, Helltide Whispers, especially the one to kill the Blood Maiden. Number 3, there are a few Whispers in the PvP zones that you can complete once in a few days. One is for killing the Seething Abomination for 5 green favors. Number 4, all the other outdoor Whispers. I wouldn't bother with Legion event Whispers, they take way too much time. Lastly, I have to mention that Malignant Hearts can also come from other sources, such as goblins, elites, and things like that. However, you can't really target farm those. Another important thing is that from Season 5, you only need Malignant Hearts to summon Varshan, and you can transmute all the other body parts you get into hearts at the Alchemist. And that's it. Do you have any other tips for farming Malignant Hearts? Let me know in the comments and see you next time. Thanks.